Welcome to OpsBridge and APM Expert Day. I'm John Kias, manager of the ITOM product marketing team responsible for operations bridge, network operations management, data center automation, and data protector. I'm very happy to welcome all of you here to our Expert Day, and we've got a great set of experts that'll be able to answer all of your questions. But before we do that, we're just going to take a quick look at some of the developments within Operations Bridge. So first, we're going to talk about upgrading to avoid the Adobe Flash EOL. You should be all aware of that. We'll go through some slides around what's new in OpsBridge, and maybe you'll want to ask some questions about that of the experts. And then finally, get to what you're all here for, which is Ask the Experts. Okay, so if you haven't heard about this, this is a big issue. Adobe is finally getting rid of Flash. They're going EOL with it at the end of this year, December 31st, 2020. And all of the browsers are following suit. So there will be no Flash left. And if you're on some of our older products, you may have Flash capabilities in there that you won't be able to access after the browsers get updated for dropping Adobe EOL. So products that use Flash and OpsBridge Manager, Application Performance Manager, and Cloud Optimizer. And then products that did not use Flash include SiteScope, App Manager, Operations Manager, OBR, BVD, and OBA. So if you have any of those products that use Flash and Operations Bridge, you will want to upgrade. And hey, the great news is that the advantages of upgrading include getting current with Operations Bridge, get new cloud content, streaming agents, close and open events combined with our new event repository, all the capabilities that we've been adding over the last 8, 10, 12 quarters, you'll be able to take advantage of. So wanted to point that out. Let's go into what's new with Operations Bridge. And the first piece is something that we're all very excited about, is our high performance event browser. And this event browser allows us to look at both closed and open events so that we can go through and filter down what we want to see. And really, when you think about the number of events that hit any IT enterprise, it's a huge number of events. So we've worked very hard to really make this high performance. And the quote there on the bottom, startup is reduced from 30 to 45 minutes to less than 7 minutes. So querying 1 month of closed events returned within a few seconds. So really a significant improvement and a key tool that you'll use almost every day for as part of your managing your enterprise. Next big piece of news, the ITOM COSO data lake, now cross-domain. Now, we've introduced COSO previously, but the good news now is that we're making it cross-domain. So network, systems, vulnerability, all of that data is going into COSO, and you'll be able to report out of that in a much easier fashion. You can use the built-in reporting that we're shipping with Operations Bridge or Network Operations Management with the that's based on the business value dashboards capability, or you can actually use your own tools. So you can bring your own business intelligence. All of this is built on the Vertica database, and the ITOM R&D worked very, very diligently to implement a digestion capability to absorb all of that data. So big step forward for us. And as you think about how you're going to do reporting in the future, COSO across shared domains, especially those of you who have network operations management installed, is going to be a real benefit for you. So here's an example of a report that is showing off the cross-domain insights, and so you got network and infrastructure. So a really cool capability. And once again, when you combine that with the out-of-the-box reports that we're shipping with BVD, then it can really deliver some top-notch reporting. And here's just an example of Microsoft Power BI Desktop. So some companies tend to keep their schemas hidden and inaccessible. We give it to you wide open and allow you to pull the data directly from there using the tools that you want to use to access that data. Many companies have already standardized on reporting platforms. We've got amazing capabilities out there like Microsoft Power BI or Tableau or Grafana. All of those capabilities, you want to be able to use them if you've got them, and we give you that capability with the ITOM data lake. And another real important delivery that we just announced is our machine learning based automatic event correlation tool. So here's where we're using the power of machine learning to discover patterns in event data and allow events to be correlated automatically without any additional capabilities. Below that we have rule-based and core event reduction with like deduplication, but this is really a step forward in terms of out-of-the-box functionality and event correlation. So kudos to our R&D team for building this solution. This is something that's a real step forward for us in terms of delivering these kind of machine learning techniques to OpsBridge. And with that automatic event correlation, you'll be able to reduce events and show service impact. And certainly all of this is what we want to be able to do in a faster and easier manner. And automatic event correlation is driving that capability. And then another really interesting capability is identifying compliance alerts to operations. Now, a lot of people think, well, maybe compliance just exists over on the security side and let them deal with it. But what we've found is companies that are proactive about managing security, meaning that the operations team is going out and fixing issues and vulnerabilities before security tells them to, have better long-term outcomes. And we've got some really interesting research we did on that as part of our data center automation product. So this is really interesting stuff. So if you want to understand whether or not your infrastructure and your compute is protected and is it vulnerable to hacks, we can provide that information to you in OpsBridge. So ask the experts about that if you want more information, but here's a step forward to ensuring that security is job one. And here's the DCA patch vulnerability summary report that you'd be able to use and identify where vulnerabilities exist in your environment. And just as a reminder, OpsBridge monitors infrastructure and platform as a service across public clouds. We've been doing this for a long time. We continue to add capabilities and content to these solutions for Amazon, for Azure, and for Google. So if you're not taking advantage of that, certainly upgrade to the latest versions and definitely take advantage of that cloud monitoring. And I'm going to assume that if you're here, you're on the practitioner site, you've probably seen the Idea Exchange. If you haven't, this is a great opportunity to be heard and to listen to other peers of your peers around ideas that are coming up for Operations Bridge and other products, and put those forward, or vote for what you think was a good idea from another peer that may have submitted something. So here's a good idea for you to take a look at and see which ones resonate with you, or add your own. Okay, so that's it for me. Now we're off to the good stuff, to ask the experts. Once again, thank you very much for your attendance, and enjoy the next hour or so. Thank you.